everyone, Sophia here from greatchallenge.blogspot.com. Welcome back to my master bathroom where I'm about to complete a makeover. This is the third video in the series. Today I'm going to tackle the bathtub. Alright, so if you want to see the before tour again, the link is down below. This is again not a huge makeover. There's no walls being ripped, bathtubs not being changed or anything. It's basically my redoing the grouting, the tiling, the painting, and basically the overall look of this bathroom, which is you know, pretty old, I guess 60s maybe at best. And yeah, it's a lot of work that needs to be done in here. Most of the work that was done in here was done by the previous owner, who was obviously not very good at it. So there was a lot of stuff that needed to be really removed and replaced because they were just eyesore, including the toilet seat, which I did in the last video. So in the last video I changed the toilet seat, so this is a brand new one that was hard to get. And then I did the caulking around the panel here for the shower door. Well, it's not really a shower door, it's a bathtub shower panel thing. So today what am I doing? I'm going inside the tub. I'm gonna have to remove this so I can do that. And I'm removing this thing here. This is going to a trash. I don't even want it anymore. And then I have to do this today. Today is going to be a big day. I have to clean all of the grout in the tub. You see some of it has the yellow on it, so I got to go at it with the CLR and a toothbrush, and I got to clean, really clean the grout. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to remove all of the old caulking. If you can see it right here, let me move this so you can see these are my shampoos, because there is mold issues, so I have to remove all of the caulk and redo it. Now, just to let you know, when we bought the house, this was all white. Okay, there's very little ventilation, if any at all, in this bathroom. But over time, what I realized, the owner who had this house before us, obviously because of a need to sell the property, what he did was, instead of removing the grout and redoing it and removing the caulk and redoing it, he pretty much recaulked everything to make it look white. Right? But when you look at it closer, and I know it's gross, you can see the mold coming out of it. And in some areas where I already removed the caulk, you can see that there's caulk underneath it. So basically this guy, in order to mask what the bathroom looked like, went at it with new caulk and just made everything look white. So at first glance, when you looked at the bathtub, it looked like it was brand new, but the stuff underneath it, because you can't really caulk over caulk, the new caulk started to come out and the old one started to show again with some really nasty stuff. So I have to remove all of this, including the rust here. And I have to remove the one here, the blue right here. I have no idea where it's coming from, so I have to look into that. So that's got to get removed. And then the same thing on the other side here. I got to remove all of the caulk over here, and then the one in the corner. So I have my work cut out for me today. In the next video after that, I probably will redo the spout and whatever you call it here, which actually doesn't work. But I'll replace it. I'll replace the mixer and probably the shower head. After that, I'll have to change this, and then we'll move on to outside of the tub for the rest of the bathroom. Okay? So the first order of business here is to remove everything that's in the tub. You know, like the shower caddy and the shampoos and all of this. We have more bathrooms in the house, so we are using the kids' bathroom basically. It's a full bath downstairs on the second floor. So that's going to be what we're going to do for the weekend. It's Saturday morning right now, so I have all of today to finish this, and tomorrow, hopefully by Monday morning, the caulk will be, because you need 24 hours to cure, the caulk will be done and we can use this bathroom again. So I'm going to start with removing everything and arm myself with my solution, which I used in the first video, which is basically part 50-50, part CLR, which is the calcium lime, and the R rust, I think, and water. And I'm just going to go ahead and spray all of my grout with a toothbrush. I'm just going to go and scrub everything hopefully that works. If that doesn't work and some of it is still there, I'm gonna have to go at it with baking soda and hydrogen peroxide. So we'll see if the CLR is good enough. So everything's been removed from the tub, and I gotta be honest, I'm very happy I got rid of this basket thing. These are horrible. First of all, they never stay on the wall. They always kind of shift. They leave marks. I'm hoping I can remove this. I'm sure I can. And they just rust no matter what. So my plan, once this is all done and clean and caulked, I want to get one of those towers that's like a what do you call it, a tension rod thing. So that's going to go from here to there all the way on top. Hopefully I have the right length. I can't put them there, though that would make more sense because this is heaved. It's not a 90-degree angle. Same thing over here. It would make no sense to have it here because it would take the space from walking into the shower / tub. So the caddy for all of the stuff is going to be in here. Ideally, you don't want to have anything in your tub because all it does is grow bacteria. But I've tried to have the stuff outside and use a little basket or whatever. Too much trouble, too much work. I ain't got time for that. Seriously, I don't. So I'm just going to go ahead, take my toothbrush. I'm going to start with the corner over there. I'm just doing the tiles for now. And once that's done, I'll wash everything and wipe it. And then I'll start removing the caulk. So I have the tripod in the bathtub. I don't know how that's going to work, but here's my solution of CLR and water. All right, so let's get started. I'm just gonna go little areas at a time because I really don't want to overwhelm the whole tub. Let's face it, CLR is not the best smell. It's not that caustic, but you know, I mean, I'm not crazy about it. So far, so good. I want to see how it works on areas where there's like some serious yellow. I'm pretty sure it's got to sit on it for a little bit. So far, it looks like it's working with the toothbrush, but it's a lot of work. And then I have some grout that's still gray and some grout that is white. So I think that what he did is that he also grouted over the grout, and he didn't grout with the same grout. I don't know if that makes sense. But I switched products. I forgot that I had purchased this. This is the CLR Foaming Action Mold and Mildew and Stain Remover. Powerful foam spray removes stuff, mold, and mildew stains from tile, hardwood floor, and more. So what you need to do with this one is that you pretty much put it where you need it to be, and you let it sit like that for 10 minutes. And then you go ahead and I guess, you know, scrub. What happens now is that because there was so much dirt that in those grouted area, that the dirt is going on the tile, and I don't want it to dry. I want it to stay wet so I can remove it, because otherwise all I'm doing is spreading dirt. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm just going to do one pass here, let it go for 10 minutes and see what it's going to look like afterwards. Hopefully they'll get wider, so I'm just going to do half of it. Wait and, you know, give it a good scrub, and then compare the left side, which is the one I'm going to do with this product, to the right side, and then we'll see whether or not it works. And while I'm at it, I'm going to put it on that rust that's right here and see if that's going to remove the rust here. And then whatever is here, we're going to spray that as well. All right, let's wait 10 minutes, come back and see whether or not this works. So I just rinsed everything, and on the left side right here is the side where I used the foam. And then on this side, this is the side where I use the regular CLR, and I'm not seeing any difference. It's easier with the foam because you just leave it on and then you give it a good scrub. However, I was not able to remove the rust. The rust is still there, so I gotta figure out something about that. The blue stuff, well, I think that was soap, so that's gone. I'm gonna do the rest, and all I can say is that you see where this is white and then this is gray. There's two different types of grout in here. I'm not sure if he put the white one over the gray, and little by little the gray is showing again because the white is coming off. I really wish I had the energy to just remove everything and re-grout the entire tub enclosure, but quite frankly I have better things to do. So it's not damaged or anything, it still works fine. It's just, you know, I mean, if you like the contrast, you're okay with it, that's not a problem. So I'm just gonna go online now and figure out how to remove the rust, because I'm clueless about this. But first I gotta finish the whole tub. So I don't even know if this is making the tiles shinier or not. So this is the tiles. There's still products on it. So I guess you gotta really sponge off. So this is the tiles that I've cleaned so far, and these are the ones that I have not cleaned. I don't know if you can see some yellow on it. Let me find a spot. Okay, here, maybe you can see the yellow right here. So there's some yellow there, and in other areas, like let's see, can you see it right here? All right, so all of those I gotta remove. I just want a clean tub, really. That's all it comes down to. I can't wait to rip out the caulk and redo it. Seriously, it's just so gross. All right, let me finish this, and then once it's done, I'll give you a quick pan on what it looks like, and then we'll start tackling the caulk. This is about as clean as I can get the tub. You can see it's so shiny. I'm done with all of this. It's much better. I don't know if you can see the difference. This is all clean. Of course, I still have to do the mold and, you know, whatever, and then I really want to get rid of the rust that's on the other side. I cleaned the glass panel with the CLR, the foamy one. So from this side it looks much better and cleaner. I don't have any leaks. I checked, so I did a good job with the caulking, and it kind of cleaned the what do you call it, stainless here, and I still have some water stains, so you really gotta give it a good scrub. But then again, I didn't do anything in this tub for a while because I knew that I was gonna take care of it. The grossest part, which I didn't film, was underneath this thing right here, and I did the best I could to remove as much as I could, but seriously there was like so much mold underneath it, it was disgusting. So when you have a shower, I'm not going to remove this, but when you have a shower, my advice to you when you're remodeling or whatever is don't have one of those soap dishes like this. I think that this was always a bathtub, so it makes sense to have it there, but if you're going to add a shower, have this removed, because the water goes underneath it and there's all sorts of stuff growing like a science experiment. So this is done. To me it looks better. I'm not crazy about the contrast between the gray and the white, but that's the way it was done. I really don't want to have to remove the grout and, you know, re-grout the whole thing. I could probably get something that allows me to paint it. I don't know, I gotta look into that, because if I can just paint the whole thing, it'd be great. You know, like with a enamel or whatever. So I'm gonna take a break. I almost want to take a bath now, because look at how shiny this tub is. That's nice. But I have to go online and find out, before I do any caulking, how to remove the rust that's right here, because that's really bothering me. I tried to do it with this that has a little bit of metal on it. It's almost like a Brillo pad, but a synthetic one. So I'm going to see if I can do it with a Brillo pad first, and then if it doesn't work, I gotta go online and figure it out. But if you look at this right here, you can tell that it's time to redo the caulk. I mean, this is like literally coming off, so I'm doing this in the nick of time. Somebody online said that you can use the CLR over the rust, and if it doesn't work 100%, use one of those magic eraser sponge. So we're gonna try. I got some CLR over it. Let's see if I can remove that rust that has been bugging me for a long time. It's just like those few big spots, but most of it is gone, but I still have some. All right, let me try the Brillo pad. So I have my Brillo pad, and of course, I'm very concerned that this is going to scratch the tub. So we're gonna try the baking soda with the Dawn and the vinegar first. So here we go. Here's baking soda. I gotta put enough to make a good paste. Okay, that should do it. And I'm gonna put some Dawn. Now once I put the vinegar, I know it's gonna start foaming. Okay, let me get to the tub right away. So I'm not too bright because I really should have done this in here, but at least I can get any on the floor. And whatever I got left over, I'm gonna literally use on the grout. So we'll see if it's gonna make any difference. I'm just gonna pour this over. Supposedly this works great. So there we go. Let it sit, and then we're gonna go with the magic eraser. Now with this right here, let me see what it does on the tile. I'm gonna try right here what we added. I don't think it's making much of a difference. It's not making them wider. Pinterest says it does, but not so far. And last resort, if it doesn't work, I'll use the Brillo pad. Nope. All right, Brillo pad. So I'm running out of option. This is how much rust is left, and you've seen me scrub literally like a maniac. This is the best I can do. So the absolute last solution I have is this. I thought I had WB-40 or W40, whatever you call it. I don't. I have this 3-in-1 oil. Supposedly it penetrates rust. So I'm gonna apply it, I'm gonna wait, and then I'm gonna try one more time to remove the stubborn rust that I have right here. If it doesn't work, it is what it is. I'm pretty happy with what I've done so far, so I'm just gonna let this penetrate. It doesn't say how long. I'm hoping this is a case where the oil literally lifts off the rust. If it doesn't, then after that, the only solution really is to re-enamel the entire tub. I'm not doing that. However, back on the subject of the tiles, I really don't like the gray grout on it. I just don't like it. I don't like the contrast. So I like it much better if it's white. I'm not going to remove the grout, but there's a product out there that's called Polyblend Grout Renew, and it's basically a paint that you put over your old grout and it colors it. You can have it in any color you want. So if I wanted this pink, I could. Not that I'm going to do that, but you get the point. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go, that's not going to be in this video, I'm going to go to the Home Depot. I'm going to get that Polyblend Grout Renew thing, and I'm going to go over all of the seams of the tiles. I'm going to repaint the entire thing in white, and that will make me happy. So I'm going to let that corner over there pretty much soak the oil, and while this is happening, I'm going to start working on this area here and remove the caulk along the edges. And I'm pretty much doing the exact same thing here that I did on the other side. I'm going to use this. I'm going to dry everything, and I'm just going to start removing the old caulk, which should not be too hard, and it's really gross underneath it. So obviously there's going to be some serious cleaning to remove, I guess it's mold. Oh, yeah. That's what happens when you don't have proper ventilation. So I'm going to try to use this one right here. I can only imagine what's behind this panel right here. It's disgusting. If I ever win the lottery, this is the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to have this entire bathroom ripped apart and entirely redone the way I want it. So let me just go ahead and remove all of this. I'm going to try to clean what's behind it. I'm concerned about some of the mold. There's not much I can do other than, you know, try to clean it properly and really seal this with a good caulk. And yeah, that's the best I can do. So let me work on this and then I'll come back when it's done. Wow, 2 hours, that's how long it took. This was a lot of work. I did the best I could. I removed as much as I could. So here's the tub and I buffed everything dry. I'm gonna walk in it to show you. So I removed everything that was along the edges here and everything that was on those corners. I removed literally everything. Now the oil thing did not work. I still have spots of rust. What am I gonna do? Right? I just can't remove it, so it is what it is. If I was getting really ambitious, what I would probably do is re-enamel the tub. If I have time, I'll do that. But all of this has been removed along the edges and then on top as well. So I'm ready to caulk. I'm not going to use the same that I used over there. This was a sealant. I just realized that it's not dry yet, which is upsetting. So I'm starting to think that maybe I need to remove it and put the caulk instead. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, trial and errors. I never claimed to be a professional. I'm going to start with this corner over here, go down, and then the one over there, and then do this. So basically I'm working from the way in to the outside of the tub. So because I'm using caulk and not sealant, tomorrow is Sunday, we're not going to use this. It should be dry by Monday morning when we take our showers before we go to work. Wish me luck. It's going to be a lot of work, but I got about an hour to do that because we're going to the movies later on, and we're going to go see James Bond. I can't wait. And yeah, so that's what it looks like. I'm pretty happy. It already looks better, to be honest. It really does look cleaner. It really does look cleaner. So I'm happy about this. The only thing is, like I said, this is an old tub, old setup. This just, like I said in my previous video, you just can't do brand new out of old. You can't. All you can do is fix it, spruce it up, make it look better. But I'm assuming that once the caulking is done and once I do that poly blend, you know, whatever they call it, grout renew, that's the name of it. Once I do that and I get the grout white again, it's gonna look really nice and really nice. So right now I'm gonna do the caulk. I don't know if I need to put the camera on the tripod because you guys seen me do that before, but I don't know, maybe if I can figure out an angle that works out, I'll do that. So we got a problem because I sent the hubby to buy 3 of those and he bought sealant and not caulk. So I'm done for the day, you guys. I can't do anything. It's 6 o'clock. I want to go see James Bond. I'm a little tired. So what I'll do is that tomorrow morning I'll run to Ace Hardware, and then you can see I kind of tried, and then I'm said to myself, now this is stupid. The sealant is not for that. So I'll have to put this one to the side, return those 2, and get the proper tools. Since I need to go and get the grout renew thing, I might as well just get that and the caulk. That way whatever water I have that may have gotten inside the little cracks and stuff can dry overnight. So that's it for me. To be honest, I'm exhausted, so it comes not unwelcome. Let's just put it this way. I'm kind of glad actually that I'm done. So I'm just gonna clean up the whole bathroom now. You know, the stuff that I left all over the place, and say goodbye. So give me a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe if you are new, in particular if you haven't seen any of those videos and don't want to miss another one in the series for my master bathroom makeover. Until then, thank you for watching. Bye!